Hello friends, in this session we are going to look at classes and objects in Java. Previously we had seen theoretically about classes and objects. Now we can look at it more detailed and syntactically. Basically, if you look at a class is a blueprint or a set of instructions to build a specific type of object. Class defines how an object will behave and what object will contain. So if you look at inside any Java file, there can be only one public class defined, and if you see, public and class here are keywords, and then the class name. So it can be anything that you can give. So we have given it as GUI class here. So this public class name we had given should only be mentioned as that Java file name in any given scenario. So the public class name and the Java file name should be the same, exact same. So let's now see a class from scratch itself. So we have a empty class now. You can declare anything inside here. Int, let's say integer m underscore lesson number. So this is one member variable here defined, and then next we can define integer and then a quiz result. Okay, so let's make this quiz result as a boolean. Okay, boolean type. Then course name, so string course name. So generally, if you look at, it's a good practice to give member variables as starting from m underscore. Okay, just to mention as a member variable. So we have 3 member variables now here. Similarly, we can have member functions for this class. Okay, so let's have it as public void print details. So to print the details of the member variables. Okay, so then inside that function, a print statement, system dot out dot println. We can give that lesson number. So lesson number plus that member variable for it, m underscore lesson number. Then we can give another print statement, system dot, again the same thing, system dot out dot println. You can give result for that quiz results. So it should be plus m underscore quiz result. So if you look at only one member function that we have written here, then by default you should have a public static void main function. So the only difference is static keyword here. So now let's try to manipulate using the member variables and member functions. Okay, so let's have it as public. So let's actually change everything as public. So we will give public access to all the member variables. Okay, so firstly we need to create a object for that class. GUI class obj is equal to new GUI class. If you look at here, obj is the object variable of that particular class that we have created. Then course name as Java course. And then m underscore lesson number as 10. Let's give it as 10, and then obj dot m underscore quiz underscore result, so that as boolean true. Then to call that function, let's have it as obj dot that print details function. So now if you see, it has printed as lesson number 10 and the result as true. So then to print our course name, we'll have the print statement as system.out.println here course underscore name, like the course name, and then the plus m underscore course name. So when you run it now, some error, like system S should be in capital letters, so be careful even in cases. Okay, so let's try to run it again now. Okay, so now all the three variable values have been printed here. So likewise, based on your real world objects, okay, that you want to model, you can define its own member functions and its member variables. Okay, so similarly you can even add more member functions to your class. Again, it should be based on your logic that you want to define, that you want to achieve. Okay, so it is all like all the member variables and the functions should only be based on your business logic. So that is all about classes and objects. Thank you friends, see you soon, bye.